Say, you running on the road, so get out the way, push the pedal to the floor, go all the way, yeah.
Hi guys, and welcome to System Test 10. Let's get right into it. So first of all, I want to start out by saying, since my last System Test 9, which was, I believe, 6 months ago, something like that, a lot has changed, and I don't think these two devices were here. So there's going to be a lot. So let's just jump right into that. So first of all, I guess let's just start with these modules. So N1 is NAC1, SSM is Smart Sync module. And then if we go to the right, N1 again is NAC1 voltage regulator, which means on a panel that puts out FWR, excluding this for now, I have filter DC, which will allow me to use Smart Sync. In case you guys want to see what's in these modules, I will show you guys that, and I'll also show you how I wired them. I actually hate this cover. It's so annoying. And the screwdriver, I hate flathead. Alright, so taking the cover off, let's just start over here. So obviously we got the Smart Sync module. So NAC1 comes in, goes directly to the voltage regulator, then that regulated voltage goes out to the Smart Sync module, then it goes through everything in here, goes back and then out to the devices, which are now on Smart Sync. And I guess I'll leave these guys all open in case you guys want to see this guy activate. And yeah. So before we even go over the devices, I think you guys know about this pull station spot. I'm not going to reveal the pull station just yet, but I think you guys already saw this. There is also a new emergency light, but I can make a separate video on that. Here's another one. And going up the stairs, we got the alert strobe as usual. But then in the closet, or the fire alarm display, we have this pull station, which I believe you guys already saw. But I don't think you guys have seen this. Yeah, a brand new, well, not brand new anymore, but pretty new System Sensor 2151, and that's not it. Where's that wire go to? It goes all around to a remote annunciator. Yeah, guys, so I decided to wire in a remote annunciator to the 2151. That's actually something I've just been wanting to do for a while, just because these things are pretty cool, even though this isn't what they're really supposed to be used for, but it works. And yeah, nice flush mount. We ignore that, but yeah. And that's already a pretty good amount of new stuff, right? Well, where did that come from? Yeah, guys, so this is one of the newest additions to the system. I think it actually is the newest. The System Sensor SGWK-LED, obviously LED, remote strobe. And yeah, as you guys can see, it has some conduit going down into the wall, and it's wired in to the fire alarm system. So yeah, really cool addition, 185 candela. That's a beautiful strobe. Another new thing is this fog machine right here, which, as you guys probably guessed, will be used to, where is it? Test the detectors. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all the new stuff. So let's get right into the main devices. Well, some of those devices I showed are main, but you guys know what I mean. So let's start with this pull right here. So as you guys can see, we have a Simplex 4251-30 with the glass, and we are going to be breaking the glass today. Then over here, we have nothing? Yeah, guys, because it's up here. We have a Simplex 4906-9140 Smart Sync horn strobe. And coming on over here, we got my first ever Simplex pull station in my collection, the Simplex 2099-9754. Pretty cool standard T-bar pull station. Then on this side of the garage, with the new pull station down there, above it we have wiring. But above that we have another Simplex 4906-9140. Then underneath it we got a Simplex 2099-9795, which, as you can see, has a brake rod, which I will be installing, and activating the pull station with it. So we're going to be breaking glass, and I guess this also is glass. So breaking 2 glasses in this system test. So that's going to be pretty cool. And the system obviously is going to be synced, and it's going to be on code 3. And I know these SmartSync modules are supposed to be able to do March time and everything, but when I tried setting it on March time, it just didn't work. So I will try that again in this system test, but I really have no hopes for it. So if you guys know anything like about this, here's the wiring. I think I wired it correctly. I mean, it works, but I just can't switch the coding. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And I guess we'll just start at the panel. We'll activate the test switch right there. If I can get this off. Just so you guys can see this voltage regulator activate and hopefully hear the SmartSync module making its sounds, because, I mean, I say hopefully because these guys are loud and we got 2 of them. So yeah, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear that, but you should be able to see this voltage regulator tripping. So here we go. Let's get the key and acknowledge. And as you can see, we have close to 24 volts. And I don't know if you guys can hear this, but the SmartSync module is clicking. And these are very loud. Perfectly in sync. We got this one right here. This one's on 177 candela. And I forgot to mention this one's on 135. All right, let's silence. Okay, and another thing I forgot to mention is that with this system, we don't have audible silence. And you guys guessed it, it's because of this thing. It just won't work. So, yeah, but there you go. That was pretty cool. And as you guys can see, we have an alarm on zone 2, which is the zone that this guy's on. Also, when we silence and reset, the voltage regulator loses power, and so does the SmartSync module. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, while the fog machine is heating up, I think let's do... I guess let's do the 9754. We just had to reset because this guy's on the same zone. But here we go. All right, let's acknowledge. Let's silence. And yeah, guys, while we are still an alarm on zone 2, I just want to say, in case you guys couldn't hear, this horn strobe right here, I believe is the one on 177. Let's see if the zoom on my new phone can actually see it. Yeah, 177. That's actually a really good zoom. And then this guy over here would be the one on 135. So, yeah. Also, just a quick fact for you guys. 9140s are the same thing as the 4906 9128s, just high candela, which is why this guy and the other one are hundreds of candela. So, yeah, pretty cool. All right, guys. I think it's time. Let's do this. Lift the hammer and... Well... Okay, now you fall. I mean, we got an alarm. All right. But now there's glass all over the floor. But, oh well. All right, now let's silence. All right. well, that glass is done. Alright guys, and I mean, that was a bit of a fail, but to be fair, I think that's the closest this specific pull has ever like gotten to doing what it's supposed to do, because usually when I activate it with the glass, I break the glass and then the frame doesn't even come down at all, and then when I'm going to reset and I open the pull, then it comes down. So that was actually pretty good, all things considered. But anyways, let's get the B key. Usually like to do this to get all the little baby glasses out. Make sure there's nothing in there. All right, and there it is. Now we can just activate her with, oh, okay. Now it got all sensitive when it doesn't need to be now. So thanks, Simplex. And for those of you who are gonna say, it's from the 70s, I know, but Simplex right now, let's be honest, it's no better. Anyways, let's go for a reset. Also, one thing I forgot to point out, but you guys may have noticed, I have, let's watch it come up. I have a knack fault on the panel, and that's because, it's simply because I just have the SmartSync stuff, and since the first time I've had SmartSync devices a couple months ago, I've had these troubles and I've always had no idea even what they were. I've searched the entire system for faults. I couldn't find anything. Then I found out that SmartSync modules need a resistor, and I tried the two different types of resistors, the normal zoned ones and a knack resistor, and nothing worked. So I'm kind of just gonna have to bear with this unless any of you guys know what this could be. So let me know if you know. Anyways, guys, I think it's time for some fog. And this will usually take a while for one of these detectors to activate, so I'll be back with you guys when there's enough. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it is getting pretty smoky in here. Come on. Alright, we got an activation. The 2151 activated, alright. That took pretty good amount of time. To be fair, the smoke was not going directly into the detector. It was going all around. Acknowledge. Look at all that. You can't even really see the panel. Alright guys, so let's reset. And I'll get back to you guys when this all clears out. The fog didn't really clear out yet, but in the meantime, I flipped one of these switches that controls the coding, and I don't really remember which one does which, but I flipped a random switch, and look what happened. Yeah. Pretty cool. Alrighty now guys, as you can see, most of the smoke is gone. It's not completely gone. There's a little bit just floating around by this detector, so we might get a re-alarm. And honestly, we still haven't tested this detector, so with this one, I would not mind. Anyway, speaking of testing, we still have a little bit more to go, and there's still the new SGWK LED outside in the backyard that I haven't showed you guys yet. So, you know what? We haven't done this pull yet. Actually, you know what? I think let's save that for a little later. Let's go do the new detector in my room, and then I'll show you guys the new strobe in the backyard. So let's go do that. As you can see, we're in the fire alarm display in my room, and here is the new 2151, which we're going to be magnet activating. And just a quick thing I should tell you guys, just to make this a little interesting, so you guys know, the garage door is back open now, which means obviously my neighbors and everyone can hear those very loud 9140s, and I've gotten a couple complaints before with the door closed, so I'm gonna have to run, but let's do this. All right, we got the magnet right here, and let's see if I can do this without getting the cops called, maybe even the fire department. But activated, remote annunciator, and I already hear those 9140s. They're loud. We got the alert strobe. I'll see you guys outside. You can actually hear the 9140s echoing. Anyways, here's the SGWK LED. And of course you can't even see it flashing. That's amazing. Wait, right there you go. You can see it. All right, I gotta silence this right now. All right, probably barely in time, but yeah. Alrighty guys, so let's reset. So keep in mind guys, I have no idea what any of these switches do. I mean, I know they're for coding, but I just don't know which one switches what, so let's do 3. Alright, now let's see what happens. Alright guys, so let's give this a test. And that's just code 3 again. This actually reminds me. So this was always like this. I was able to get code 3 and pulsed, as you guys just saw, but never march time or even continuous, nothing. So I don't know guys. All right, 3 is back up. And let's close this guy up. Let's get the dress panel back on. And yeah, I mean, we love code 3, but having march time would be nice. But I guess just a little spoiler, my next panel, which is not too far away, will have an option for march time. Anyways guys, going outside to the SRK right here, as you can see, if you watched my last system tests, or just seen anything about the SRK, you would know that the box did not look like this before. So yeah, it got very faded, as you guys can see. Yeah, it's like right in line with the sun, so that's unfortunate. Anyways, just so you guys can see her flashing on 115 candela, by the way. See if you can even see it. A little bit. You got one flash. And yeah, I think that's about all we're gonna, wait, maybe 2. We got 2 flashes, but yeah. There we go. Reset this pull. Silence the system. And reset the system. Alright guys, now we're gonna disable zone 1 because we gotta install this brake rod on a pull station that's on zone 1. So let's do this. So let's open her up. And the brake rod is going right there. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. All right, we got the brake rod. Now let's install it. Make sure it doesn't fall out. And yeah, brake rod installed. Now let's close her up. And there we go. You can actually see the brake rod in there. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, we're obviously going to be activating that pull station, so we're going to need zone 1, so let's re-enable that. And something I'm going to do, when I pull this pull station, I'm going to have to run to my room again and show you guys the alert strobe. I know I already did, but I want to get some better shots of her. And yeah, let's see if we get any complaints this time, because last time we got pretty lucky. Anyways, first time breaking a brake rod in the 2099 9795. Here we go. All right, now let's run. Can't even see her flashing. I mean, now you can, but... All right, we got a silence. All right, okay. So, now let's reset this pull. And yeah, this happened last time with my collab with CJ. Can't even open the pull station. Well, I mean, I opened it. And as you can see, of course, the brake rod has broken. All right. And now let me think. So, we tested this. We tested that. We tested that. We tested that. We did the new detector. We didn't do the pull in my room, but I mean, we don't got to do everything. We did the test switch. I guess let's just do this detector and let's use the magnet. And then I guess that will be it. Alright guys, so the 2151A will be the last device tested of System Test 10. Let's do it. Let's get the magnet on a stick right here. And let's see. And she's activated. Alright. And I forgot my hearing protection. That's amazing. But as you can see, these guys are going off. Let's go over to this one. You guys haven't really seen much of this one yet. Alright, and let's go over to the panel and silence. Alright. And just a quick thing, I don't know if you guys were really able to hear it throughout the video, but this SmartSync module and the voltage regulator were definitely clicking like they should. So were you guys able to hear that? Because in my opinion at least, it's pretty cool just hearing them do their thing. Alright, well, I guess that's going to do it for System Test 10, guys. For the testing portion at least. So there's just a couple things I want to say before I officially end the system test. So the first thing is, obviously, if you guys follow my content, you would know that this is the first real video I've uploaded in a couple months. And if you guys haven't been following that closely, then you wouldn't know that it's because the phone that I'm recording on right now is brand new, as in I haven't even had it for a week, because my old one was literally 100% full. Sometimes I couldn't even film TikToks. It was that full. And it's just a really old phone too. This one's brand new, which is also why what you guys are seeing right now is probably so much higher quality than before. So if you guys like this quality, definitely let me know. I want to know what you guys think about this. But yeah, brand new phone, brand new comeback, brand new devices. This is a really good system test, and yeah, pretty different system too. Also, I don't know if you guys even noticed this. I completely forgot. This 9140 right here is on a red back box, so pretty cool. But yeah, guys, so I apologize for the huge delay. I don't even know if it's a delay. That's a pretty big understatement, but yeah, I do apologize, guys. But this system test officially marks my comeback to everything. Consistent TikToks, consistent system tests, and just consistent videos in general. I will probably continue the update series. I think I left off on 11. And yeah, I'm sure I'll have some other things to update you guys on between system tests. And I'll definitely continue the review series if you guys are into that. Because, I mean, my collection is always growing. So I have, like, I don't even know, maybe like 67 devices I haven't reviewed yet. And yeah, just other videos in general. So with that, definitely let me know what you guys are interested in seeing besides what I already upload and just said I'm going to continue, because I'm definitely interested in trying new things. So yeah, let me guys know what you think. And I think that really is going to be it for System Test 10. So yeah, we're finally in the double digits. Next system test is going to be... Should I spoil it? I guess I'll spoil it. It's going to be... You know what? I guess let's say... VoiceEvac. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to do it for System Test 10. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And have a great day, everyone. Let's break some fake glass.
Take